Hello everybody, I wanted to make this video about Trinity. It's been taking me a while to prepare for this video, so I'm going to write it down so the ideas that I want to express can be grasped more wholesome, I would say. We have a beautiful day here. So, Trinity. There are many religions and philosophies that implement that idea, especially, Christianity, regarding the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But before we get to Trinity, I wanted to also talk a little bit about truth. Now, this is a blank page. It is empty, but for those who know, it is full. So we're gonna talk about truth. And what do I mean by truth? If I say something that is true, is that truth? I'm not talking about a true statement, whether I have 2 feet or the sky is blue. I'm talking about truth in the philosophical level, in the spiritual level. And the best synonyms to describe what I mean by truth, I think it is source, all, or in quotations, God. And I put in quotations because not everyone believes in God, or not everyone believes that the whole existence is consciousness. Some people do. So regardless if you're people who believe in God or not, what we're talking about is truth. It's about the everything in the universe. That is what the characters are searching in the story. That is what the author also connects to. And during my readings of alchemy and philosophy and the mind and many masters I've read about truth and how to reach that answer that answers everything, I came to notice that they all say that the truth cannot be written. It can only be expressed from word to word. So if I say to you, the truth is, whatever I write here is not gonna be the whole truth, because this word is gonna be only a concept of what it means. What is this? People will say it's 2, right? The number 2. Okay, not really. This is a symbol that represents the concept of duality. So this is a symbol. Once you know this symbol, that sparks in your mind and you know what it is. So once you know what this is, you don't really see this. You only see what you know about it. You can go back and hear that again, but if you know this is the number 2, then you're not really seeing the number 2. You're only seeing what you know about it. That is the thing about the truth. If you already know the truth, then you're not really grasping it as it is. So it's a little bit further of what words can portray. So there are many ways to find the truth. My book is one, of course, this novel that I wrote, but it is not the only way. And one concept that you can grasp in order to reach that we all are, that we all share, is the fact that okay, let me put it into words. So this is the reader, this is you. I'm going to explain the composition of the novel. but it is not the only way. There are many ways to reach the truth. So the reader, when they read the book, the novel, they reach only part of the truth, right? Let me just make a circle here. They can only see part of the truth. How do you see the other part? You see it with other elements which can reflect to see the other way. So in regards of my novel, the author or the character short living story, the other element is the characters. And the other element is the author. Okay, so I'm putting here the characters as they are like 6 of them together. We can go deeper and talk about each of them individually, but for now they represent 6 of them. And the author, it doesn't have to do anything with me. I am the writer of the book, I am the author of the book that is published, but I'm referring here to the author inside the novel, the actual author. Okay, so to reach the truth, the reader, when he reads the book, can only grasp this part, but in order to grasp this part and this part, he has to understand the author and the characters. So most people that I have heard that read the novel had done this. They grasp the truth from where they see it, but they also understand the characters. And that's why people say that it has a 2-fold meaning, or even 3. But it actually, just the basic layer, it has 9, and I will explain why. Okay, so in order to know the truth that the characters are seeing, you have to understand the characters. So the reader understands the truth, the characters understand their truth, and you understand this part of the truth by understanding the characters. When you understand the characters, you understand what the characters think about the truth, and that gives you another level of what the truth is. The same with the author. Once you understand the author, you understand the truth that the author understands, and you start to see the whole thing. Also, you have to understand that the author and the characters have their own relationship, right? So if you understand the characters and you understand the author and you understand their connection, then you're gonna grasp what I say, the whole truth. And I cannot put into words, and the words cannot be put into it. Why? Because it is written in metaphorically, it is written in poetry. Let me make a parenthesis here about poetry. So if you want to write poetry about a glass, you describe its shadow. Because if you talk about the glass, then there's nothing in the context of it. If you talk about the shadows in poetry, if you describe the shadow of the glass, the reader understands that it's a glass without really saying it so. It is in this mirroring where the truth lies here. Alright? Okay, so we're just in the beginning of the 3 levels. The reader understands the characters understand the truth. By you understanding the characters, you understand their truth. You understand the author understands the truth. And by you understanding the author, you understand the author that the truth sees, and you can start to grasp what the whole truth is. This is all a mirage. It is all a metaphor, an allegory, in order to reflect and represent our reality. Why we're here, why we exist. Every answer that there is. Sometimes the questions are the answers. Okay, so And then you understand the relationship between the author and the characters. There's also a deeper level that goes like this. You understand the author through the characters. Again, you understand the author through the characters. Let me say it in a way that is simpler. The reader, through the characters, understand the author. Okay, and then the reader, through the author, understand the characters. Oh, I said it that way. The characters through the reader, through the characters, understand the author. The reader, through the author, understand the characters. And then there's a relationship where the characters understand you, because there is always a meaning in literature, and the way that you see the meanings of the characters can relate to what you see. This is a more metaphorical and alchemic kind of procedure, which I will develop later. And then the author as well. The way you see the author is the way that the author will see you. Each reader is different. That's why this whole dynamic changes. These are the same in the literature, but the way that they express things in the shadow in order for the reader to grasp what the truth is. And this is the beginning of how to understand the composition of this literature in order to grasp the truth. I hope that makes sense. For now, this is only the beginning of Trinity, but I wanted to explain this dynamics because well, it is a simple book. You can read it. It's a very simple adventure, but behind every detail there is another truth hidden in it. That's why it took me a long time to compose this, because it has many layers in it. And with that, I leave you. Thank you so much.